Community Connect takes you today to 2 communities only. But then we must say thank you to those of you who continue to share and follow Hilltop Voices web and all related platforms, Hilltop Voices stream, Hilltop Voices communications group, and the rest of all the platforms associated to Hilltop Voices and Hilltop Voices TV on YouTube as well. So I want to welcome all of you and to say that the effervescence coming from the visit of the Pope is beginning to die down. We are now returning to bad news. Bad news has started coming already. You know, we are beginning to return to normal life and things are beginning to happen. We are returning to normal life after the effervescence. And so we can only say on Community Connect that if there is anything that needs to be done so that bad news can either reduce or stop, let those who have the power to do it very quickly. So you're welcome to Community Connect today, and we are going to go to Kumba, where we had our very own Reverend Dr. Felix take over that institution as a dean of the Presbyterian Theological Seminary in Kumba. It was such a beautiful event presided over by the moderator of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon, the Right Reverend Mickey Hans Abia, who actually led a very powerful delegation to Kumba. And while there, he was joined by lots of senior church officials, you know, to ensure that that induction and institution service went well. Let's celebrate with the new dean, but celebrating with the words of the moderator in mind, that the future of the church lies in his hands, because that institution is an institution that trains pastors for the PCC. And so if you are conferred the responsibility of the dean, you are charged with training the pastors that will direct the future of the PCC. And so that's the charge that was given to the Reverend Dr. Kang Felix. So we're going to take you there for some very quick highlights, and then we'll come back just very soon. Stay with us.
We lost in mind a better plan. He had, I only knew the sacred plans He's made, the sacred plans and promises He gives, even when centuries pass. I only knew the sacred plans He made, the sacred plans and promises He gives, even when centuries pass. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, who takes care of you. Praise the Lord, who takes care of you. His sacred plans and promises He gives, even when centuries pass.
God being my helper.
could see my man hitting the drum so strongly, right? Oh, Reverend Dr. Felix, always such an entertaining person, such easygoing personality. But what do we know about him? Let me just quickly share with you that he is a theologian and an ordained pastor of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon, the PCC, and he holds a Doctor of Theology in Church History and focuses on the relationship between Christianity and African cultural practices. You know, prior to his appointment as a dean, he was actually serving as a vice dean. So it's an institution he knows really well, and now him in charge, we're convinced that he's going to give proper guidance to that institution. Let us know that he's very active in the governance of the PCC. He contributes to ministerial policy and has engaged internationally on issues including missions and racism. And he, just to be sure, for those of you who want to know, he studied at the Cameroon Christian University, which is owned by the PCC, and the UNSA University as well. So that's our first stopover for today. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. So you're still on to Community Connect, and I promise that our next stop on Community Connect is going to be in Quen, where the officials and leadership of Strategic Humanitarian Services actually sat recently to celebrate the founder's first anniversary of death, right? So for me, Ndzerem Njodzeka passed on in April, or that was in January of 2025. He was laid to rest in April, and so SHUMAS and the rest of the family and friends came together on the 18th of April, that was Saturday, to remember him. And they remembered him in various ways. One, we had the installation of the new Director General, who from now forward will direct the activities of the institution. That's Yabilian Njodzeka, who has been around the director as well. She was programs coordinator for a long time before the Director General passed on. And so she has been conferred the responsibility of the Director General. Was such a very emotional event. I would like you to listen to her just now, and then we'll come back just after that to say a little bit more.
A word from Billion Njodzeka, the Director General of Strategic Humanitarian Services, SHUMAS. During the official launch of SHUMAS Legacy Magazine and the unveiling of the monument, today the 18th of April 2026. Your Excellency, the Governor of Northwest Region, distinguished administrative authorities, honorable traditional rulers, esteemed partners and donors, colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is with deep humility, profound gratitude, and a great sense of honor that I stand here before you today. On this remarkable occasion, the official launch of the SHUMAS Legacy Magazine and the unveiling of the monument in honor of our late founder and director, Mfoome Ndzerem. Today is not merely a moment of remembrance. It is also a celebration of an ordinary life devoted in humanity, service, compassion, and transformation. For me, Ndzerem was more of a leader. He was a visionary, a mentor, a father figure on a source of hope, and for thousands of vulnerable people whose lives were touched and transformed through his consistent commitment. On behalf of the entire SHUMAS family, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to all those who stood with us during this difficult period. Your solidarity, prayers, words of encouragement, and steadfast support gave us strength and comfort. For this, we remain sincerely and deeply grateful. As we gather here today, we reflect on the past with gratitude, embrace the present with joy, and look to the future with hope. That hope is sustained by the dedication, resilience, and commitment of our hardworking staff, our trusted collaborators, and our valued partners who continue to share in our vision of promoting human development and bringing smiles to the faces of the most vulnerable population. Allow me to express special appreciation to the administration through His Excellency the Governor of Northwest Region for your presence here today and for your continuous support of SHUMAS and its mission. Your encouragement remains invaluable to our works and our vision. I also wish to sincerely thank our partners, Building Schools for Africa, for this remarkable support in preserving and honoring the legacy of our founder through impactful projects. This includes construction and equipment of 15 classrooms, 3 VIP toilets, 3 schools, and provision of 210 benches in Ndzerem, Babisi, and Jakiri subdivision. We equally appreciate the provision of potable water to EP Baham in Galim subdivision, and as well as the support for the Ejumola sweet potato value chain project, which is contributing to improved school retention and stronger community resilience. We are equally grateful for our partners, UNFPA, IRC, DRC, CBHS, UNICEF, and all humanitarian actors who continue to stand by us in delivering life-saving and life-changing interventions to communities in need. Your partnership stands as a powerful testament to the strength of unity, alignment, and shared purpose. To all the supporters of the SHUMAS Legacy Magazine, African Bank, Union Bank of Cameroon, Kabin Kuwan, Providence Bilingual Kindergarten Primary School in Damokong, Continental University Institute of Science and Technology, QUIS, Green Partners Associate, Grace Charity and Rehabilitation Organization, Amazing Grace. We express our sincere thanks for your generous support and confidence in our mission. We also pay tribute to our traditional authorities and the entire SHUMAS staff, whose resilience, professionalism, and dedication continue to move the organization forward. Even in challenging times, your commitment ensures that the vision and values of our founder remains alive and active in the work we do every day. Ladies and gentlemen, as we unveil this monument today, let it stand not only as a symbol of remembrance, but also as a symbol of responsibility. Let it remind us that the legacy of Mfoome, Ndzerem, and Njodzeka is not buried in the past. It lives in every life we touch, in every community we serve, in every act of compassion, dignity, and service we uphold. The responsibility now rests with all of us to carry the vision forward and renewed commitment, stronger integration, and greater impact. Let us remain united and determination to build a just one world and promote sustainable development where every individual has the opportunity to live in dignity, hope, and peace. May this occasion inspire not only to remember a great man, but also to continue the noble work to which he dedicated his life. Thank you all, and may God bless you richly.
All right, so you've listened to her. I mean, those are her thoughts as she takes over the leadership of the organization. You can already notice that together with her partners, especially Building Schools for Africa, they've been doing some work already, realizing a couple of things in various parts of the country. And, it shows that there is some continuity, right? And the anniversary gave appropriate room for structuring and transition. And from the way she sounds, you can already be sure that the future of the organization, has some great hopes. And so the event actually gave room for the inauguration of the memorial monument. And interestingly, I learned that the monument was actually a donation by a forum that intends to celebrate Nso legends. They are celebrated the very distinguished and respected Professor Zokika Fonlon. They did same for Professor Daniel Tinglantum, yes, before his passing. And so they've decided to celebrate Mfoome Ndzerem Stephen with this beautiful monument that's placed at the head office of the organization in Kwen, right? I don't know whether that neighborhood is in Tefinki or is in Belem, but it's it's in Kwen. So yeah, that statue, you go to the head office now, you see it standing there so beautifully. And then there was also the launch of the SHUMAS Legacy magazine, which was produced by a very select committee of distinguished men like Tata Allen, Laika, and Warren, Warren Ntaibirne, and a couple of others. Well, I was humbled to be a member of that arrangement, but all the same, all is well. So the Legacy magazine was also launched as part of the first anniversary remembrance. And then there was a holy mass that held at the family residence with a homily that was dished out so beautifully by Reverend Father Bonaventure Ndong, who seemingly knows Mfoome Ndzerem Stephen so well. Well, there was also the blessing of his tomb, and the rest of the things followed from there. All right. I think, should that be it? Yeah, so we'll be ending here. But let me not forget to invite you to continue to follow hilltopvoices.com. It's a reliable website that shares with you community-oriented news, of course, from a global perspective, and then we try to highlight a few things here and there. There are special coverages, and other things that we engage in. So you can go to hilltopvoices.com and, follow details about events that we are following as a team. Should I say thank you very much for being there today? Yes, I should do that. Thank you very much. And so keep following all our platforms. Goodbye.
Thank you.